Hi guys, a very good afternoon. Masquera say. Let's talk about Professor Jonathan Moyo, and he has been begging for the past 24 hours or more. He has been begging Advocate Nelson Chamisa to talk to his supporters and help him be on the social media platforms without them doubting him, without them telling him the truth. So Jonathan Moyo began the fight. He began the fight, and right now what is happening is that everything is now backfiring. And when things are now backfiring, he is now begging Advocate Nelson Chamisa. But in begging Advocate Nelson Chamisa, he is not begging if he does have a case to answer. He is begging, like trying to threaten as well. So you can actually see that Jonathan Moyo is an unrepentant individual who believes in threats, who believes in using force to achieve whatever he wants to achieve. So we want to look at the 24 tweet thread which he published, and we are going to address each and every point as it is. I wanted to put it on the screen, but it's delaying, it's becoming slow, so I'm going to use the tweets directly, but if it permits me, I will also put it on the screen right on this platform. So let's look closely at this issue here. Teaser panapa. Let me try to put it back so that yeah, so that we get to the actual issues here. Right, I have found it. So let's get started. On this 24 tweet thread, Jonathan Moyo is saying a lot of things. And the first point is he is saying that why I'm saying I cannot continue to respond to each and all of them. I'm heartened by the deluge of DMs asking for the reason for the crude slurs I get from Nelson Chamisa supporters, which reflect deep-seated hatred, and they have also targeted my sister and my late daughter. So let me address this issue. What happened is that Jonathan Moyo has been calling for structures within Citizens Coalition for Change. Nelson Chamisa said, we are not going to deal with the issue of structures. That angered Jonathan Moyo, and Jonathan Moyo wanted to retaliate. And in retaliation, he was working with Edmund Kudzai. They were working together as a team. And in retaliation, you can actually see that Edmund Kudzai at a certain point was talking to Dedi Hope watching on. And he failed to win the battle between himself and Wopo Chingono. And then he went on to attack Fadzai Mahere. So you can actually see that it is Jonathan Moyo and Edmund Kudzai who started this fight. They attacked Advocate Fadzai Mahere. And the CC supporters said, you cannot attack our leader under our watch. We cannot let you just attack our leader just like that. We cannot ignore that. And honestly speaking, even myself, I cannot just ignore that. I'm one of the people who didn't ignore. I actually came live and made a video in response to Jonathan Moyo and Edmund Kudzai. So you can actually see that just because Nelson Chamisa dismissed the issue of structures, they are attacking him. And the question is, if somebody decides not to take your advice, why are you attacking him? Because Nelson Chamisa is facing millions of people, millions, some from foreign embassies, some from foreign governments, some from NGOs, from teachers' unions, from citizens themselves, from the government officials who are frustrated. Everyone is coming with advice to Nelson Chamisa. And it depends on the advice he has taken. Kuti atorayani. So if I bring advice myself, I don't need to expect President Nelson Chamisa to take my advice. I'm just saying, President, I'm thinking of A, B, C, D. If he takes my advice, I become happy and say and thank him. If he doesn't take my advice, I don't need to attack him. So Jonathan Moyo is an unrepentant person who offered advice to President Nelson Chamisa, but went on to attack him. And as we going forward, I'm going to expose why Advocate Nelson Chamisa didn't take any advice from Jonathan Moyo, and why it is very important for him not to take any advice from him. So he went on to say the reason for the slares I'm getting is Nelson Chamisa himself. While the feigns ignorance and appears to be silent amid the slares, Nelson has in fact used his seeming silence as a cover to feign and fuel the slares. He has rebuffed all efforts to get him to address the slares. And here is the truth. Jonathan Moyo had an agreement with Morgan Tsvangirai at a certain point in time and said, you contest in Cholocho, win the seat there in Cholocho, then we put pressure on Mugabe together. Jonathan Moyo won the seat in Cholocho. After winning the seat in Cholocho, Jonathan Moyo rejoined ZANU-PF, and he began fighting the opposition. He began issuing statements which were against the opposition. In 2000, Jonathan Moyo banned Thomas Mapfumo music in Zimbabwe. In 2000, he has forgotten about that. So whilst Jonathan Moyo is quick to forget, the people of Zimbabwe are not quick to forget. So Nelson Chamisa can never, ever, no matter the circumstances, Nelson Chamisa can never, ever go after the citizens of Zimbabwe on behalf of Jonathan Moyo. Why? He knows very well that Jonathan Moyo is one individual, but he is dealing with millions of people who are against him. So there is no way Nelson Chamisa will go and support Jonathan Moyo at the expense of the people of Zimbabwe. There is no way Nelson Chamisa will go after Advocate Fadzai Mahere to please Jonathan Moyo and Edmund Kudzai. There is no way. So you can actually see that Jonathan Moyo is a man who believes that he's strategic. He believes that he knows everything. He believes that he is the one who is supposed to be at the top. So now he is now begging Advocate Nelson Chamisa to say, can you please talk to your supporters, not to insult me, not to dot me, not to do whatever they are doing, because what is making Jonathan Moyo right now to be frustrated and be in anger is that akaisa tweet vanhu vari kubva vamudhota, and the effect of the dot is that ukaenda patweet yemunhu paatwitter, so you need to go down for a very long time, which is scroller down, for you to get to something meaningful. Pane pachingori nemadot achidzika achienda, and you will find pane out of 1000 comments panenge pane 900 dots, 900 replies dzinema dots. And that is a way of protesting against Jonathan Moyo kind of behavior of trying to bully other people on social media, of trying to bully the leaders on social media. So the reason why Jonathan Moyo is now begging is because he can't engage with anybody meaningfully, because whatever he says is responded to through dots. So dots does have effect and impact and a negative impact on anybody who is miscellaneous. Nick Mangwana himself, George Charamba, they actually admitted that my dots work. So you can actually see that Edmund Kudzai and Jonathan Moyo called Advocate Fadzai Mahere hure. That is what they said to her. What was the response from the CCC supporters? They said, Iwe Oringochan. You see? So they said, can Advocate Fadzai Mahere vari hure, Iwe Oringochan. That was the response. So how can you call a leader hure and not expect to see retaliation from the followers. Honestly speaking, if you attack Advocate Jonso and Chamisa, we are going to attack you. We are going to fight back, because this is a battle of our future. We are fighting for our future. Jonathan Moyo no longer has anything chekuti anoti ndoda kuzoita ichi ndoda kuzoita ichi. Ari kugara Kenya, hana basa raari kushanda. How is he surviving? He's a man who successfully looted from the economy. So I'm going to put the tweets on the screen so that you can read for yourself from that side. So please bear with me. I have put the threads on the screen so that you can read for yourself from that side and see what Jonathan Moyo was saying. So Jonathan Moyo cannot come to lecture to us, cannot teach us about anything to do with the democracy or how to handle things. Because Advocate Jonso Chamisa izvizvi vakati vari kuda kutinyararidza, vanotanga nani? Ndianova vanotanga kunyararidza? That is the question. Who is going to be the first person to get quiet? Because what is going to happen is that after vanhu vanyarara, Advocate Jonso Chamisa vati vanhu nyararai, Jonathan Moyo will come and attack him. And when he comes to attack him, who is going to defend the leader? Nobody. If Advocate Jonso Chamisa says to the people, nyarai, vanhu veZANU-PF vakavataka, who is going to defend him? Because we are at war. We are at war and we are expecting to win in 2023. Yet Jonathan Moyo comes with vile and thinks that he can silence the people of Zimbabwe. So here is what Jonathan Moyo said. In 2021, Jonathan Moyo came out and said, Chamisa is somebody who can't be elected. Chamisa is not a leadership material. That is what he said in 2021. So whilst he said that, Nelson Chamisa was quiet, he remained quiet, he never responded to that. And in 2022, Nelson Chamisa formed a political organization called CCC. After he formed the CCC, Jonathan Moyo was at the forefront of who were now supporting Nelson Chamisa. So the reason why Jonathan Moyo says Chamisa was not electable is because Nelson Chamisa was ignoring the cause to form a political party in 2021. Everybody was saying Chamisa ngatange party, Chamisa ngatange party, Chamisa ngatange party. And Nelson Chamisa was quiet. He was waiting for the right time. Jonathan Moyo then said, Andicha supported Nelson Chamisa, he is unelectable. Askutera, tirikumudzwa tanga party askuda. So in 2022, Nelson Chamisa comes and forms a political organization and he names it CCC. Jonathan Moyo was the first person to come and say, congratulations, makorokoto, zvaita Nelson Chamisa, takufambana Nelson Chamisa. Jonathan Moyo came and he was on the forefront of doing that. So when Jonathan Moyo came, what he didn't realize is that he forgot that he said Nelson Chamisa is now unelectable. He forgot quickly. Jonathan Moyo is a man who says something and quickly forgets what he says. He forgot everything. So right now, Nelson Chamisa is being pressured to announce mass structures or to announce his strategy. And he can't be forced by Jonathan Moyo to announce the structures at this moment. So as you can see right on the screen here, this is what Jonathan Moyo was saying. So on the screen right now, there is a response here, as you can see from Advocate Fadzai Mahere, which she responded to Jonathan Moyo. Jonathan Moyo had challenged, can anyone tell me, kuti CCC chawina say, ainyomba CCC, ainyomba Advocate Nelson Chamisa. Jonathan Moyo was nyombering the leader. And Advocate Mahere had to respond because Jonathan Moyo said, can someone respond? And who can respond to Jonathan Moyo? It is the spokesperson of the party. She responded and told him the truth. Iwewe Jonathan Moyo wakatiza from Zimbabwe. You cannot tell those who are on the ground how to operate and how to maneuver the struggle for a better Zimbabwe. What you are saying might be correct, but the truth is that Iwewe, you know the kind of system we are dealing with. You fled from this system yourself. You fled from Emerson Mnangagwa yourself. So how can you tell Nelson Chamisa, who is facing Emerson Mnangagwa daily, how to maneuver things when yourself you are in hiding and you are in Kenya? You have left your properties, you have left everything here. Even your family, you have abandoned your farm. There is no production at your farm. Joshua Chwariro, Hanzi Tripo, Edu Pano says, thanks very much, Joshua Chwariro. We are okay. Thank you very much for coming. So we are covering the issue of Jonathan Moyo, Professor Jonathan Moyo. He's asking President Nelson Chamisa to talk to his supporters, not to attack him, not to send madots on him. And that is the issue we are dealing with. So how can Jonathan Moyo expect kuti isisu tiwirirane naye? He actually said Chamisa votereke is unelectable. That is what he said. So if Chamisa is unelectable, why are you pursuing Chamisa? What do you want from Chamisa? Why can't you just form your own political party since you are electable better than Nelson Chamisa? Why can't you just form your own party? Unoza kuti nyaya iri simbu maZimbabweans ndeyekudiso. Iwewe ukaona kuti unogona kundipfuura, you don't need to tell people that you are better than me. Go and actually begin to implement your ideas. Yes, if I'm better than you, if at any point in time I feel that I'm better than Advocate Nelson Chamisa, what I will do is that I will form my own political party. I will come to the people of Zimbabwe and say, hi guys, I'm better than Nelson Chamisa. And I will look at the people to see if they will listen to me. The result or the response from the people is going to tell me whether I'm better or not. So if, like for an example, Paita Geru, Ramurukudame said there is a girlfriend you all want and you all love. You don't go to telling people, you see this guy, but hana diri. You actually go after the girl and propose. Kana wazodiwa totangira ipapo kuchitaura. Kana wadiwa ndopa wane authority to speak. Haungati wo bebira uri kutadza oda kudzidzisa vamwe kuti vorinyenga sei kana kuti oda kudzidzisa akatodiwa kuti oroora sei bebiroro. You can't. Jonathan Moyo is a failed politician, a failed flip-flopper who has been used by Mugabe for a very long time. So he does not own anything. He does not control anybody. Ngatangerake bato. Ngatangerake. Reasons why Nelson Chamisa is very careful at this moment is because in 2018, Nelson Chamisa listened to people like Jonathan Moyo, to the people like Edmund Kudzai, pakauya shasha dzinoti vana JP Jabunu, vana Mashaya Mombe, and so forth. Pavakauya kuzojoina MDC Alliance, Nelson Chamisa listened to them and accepted vana Jabunu, vana Mashaya Mombe, and so forth. He accepted them. A lot of people warned Nelson Chamisa, and he didn't listen to his own supporters. He didn't listen to his own supporters and listened to people like Jonathan Moyo. And what happened? After the defeat, they ran away. Everybody ran away. Everyone and everybody ran away. They ran away. You know what happened when Morgan Tsvangirai died? Morgan Tsvangirai died. When Morgan Tsvangirai died, there was advice to say, Nelson Chamisa, stay low. Don't take power from Thokozani Kupe. Let the people elect you. Remain a vice president. Let the people elect you. Go to the elections. Uri vice president of MDC. That was the suggestion from Advocate Nelson Chamisa's people. That was the suggestion. The people who came and suggested Nelson Chamisa to take over were Jonathan Moyo and Edmund Kudzai and Kabau. These are the people who said you have to grab it now because pane diri kurongwa and so forth. So these are the people who made everything because they knew very well that it was going to be challenged in court. The captured courts were going to actually rule against Nelson Chamisa, and Nelson Chamisa was going to lose that court challenge. So these are the people who were working very hard to make sure that they fight Advocate Nelson Chamisa on all ankles, using lawfare and everything. And after Nelson Chamisa lost, they left him. Right now, CCC yamuka, CCC yakuwina. Everybody is following CCC. Vakutanga kuti hey isisu hatisi kuzotera Nelson Chamisa because akazotaura kuti ma structures takambomasuspenda just because Nelson Chamisa papa akalonja ningi yake akazoti. Nelson Chamisa as a leader does have a responsibility to steer the ship. When you are a driver of a car and you are about to have an accident, you don't listen to the passengers. You don't. Iwewe as a driver, as a trained driver, you have to know how to maneuver. So at any case here, Jonathan Moyo can't be the teacher of democracy because Jonathan Moyo was on the forefront of banning Chimuremanga music in this nation. Ndiana akabana music ya anonzi Chipanga. It is Jonathan Moyo who was on the forefront of banning music yana Chipanga in this nation. Why? Because at a certain point, Jonathan Moyo felt that vakaita sana Chipanga, they were singing the truth. And under the instruction of Robert Mugabe, Jonathan Moyo had to ban music here. He banned lots of music. He destroyed talents, Jonathan Moyo. He destroyed the broadcasters. He's one of the reasons why we have only a single broadcaster in the nation of Zimbabwe, Jonathan Moyo. So Jonathan Moyo can't come to lecture us about change, cannot come to teach us about change. He's not a proper candidate for that. Honestly speaking, myself, I don't see working with Jonathan Moyo tichiwirirana because aneka propaganda so mentality. He is a person who wanted to be a vice president at the expense of Mnangagwa. But who stood with Nelson Chamisa during the difficult moments? No, Mnangagwa was there. Tendai Biti was there. Amai Kore was there. During the difficult moments, these are the people who sacrificed everything they had for the sake of change. And what did the people like Jonathan Moyo do? They come to despise those people. They come to fight those people. And the question is, to whose benefit? The answer is to the regime's benefit. So can Jonathan Moyo be trusted? No, he can't. Nobody trusts Jonathan Moyo. He's a serial flip-flopper. Even President Robert Mugabe didn't trust Jonathan Moyo. The reason why G40 failed to take over, the reason why G40 failed in 2017 is not because Vanaka Sukwere and the team were not strategic. They were very strategic. But Jonathan Moyo, because of his loud mouth, he made a move. Nguva isati yakwana, he announced zvimwe zvinhu nguva isati yakwana just because ane muromo wakareba. So Jonathan Moyo is a man ane dzungu ane purpose. He is always rushing things. He doesn't want to be patient. He doesn't want to take time. He doesn't want the people leading to continue leading. Anenge achiti inini ndinoziva ndisei pafront. And aiswa pafront papano enda unoporonga. He always misrepresents facts and things. So you can actually see that the presentation of the Blue Ocean document before the Politburo It was Jonathan Moyo's idea, which was against other comrades. If they are to be honest, if they are to tell the truth, the presentation of the Blue Ocean document was prematurely done. That presentation was supposed to be done very close to the Congress or during the Congress. That was when that document was supposed to be presented, and he prematurely presented it in Politburo. And what happened later? Emerson Mnangagwa knew what was coming for him. He defended himself. They made their moves. Jonathan Moyo is the one who advised Grace Mugabe to talk to Chihuri to try and arrest General Chiwenga when he arrived from China. It was Jonathan Moyo. Jonathan Moyo munangane dzungu. He went on to say, Mai Mugabe, make the move right now. And the comrades didn't know. And Muruzona. That is Jonathan Moyo for you. Jonathan Moyo is the person who was coaching Vana SK Moyo to write Matsamba Zavainyora during that period. Yeah. And that is the person anenga achida kuuya on the forefront of our struggle. Jonathan Moyo, honestly speaking, we don't care about this 24 tweet thread. We don't. Honestly speaking, you have to remain in the dungeons. You have to remain where you are. If you are to come to Zimbabwe, you are free as a citizen of Zimbabwe. Come to Zimbabwe, answer to the allegations which are being leveled against you. You cannot come to tell us what to do. You can't. He clearly said Nelson Chamisa is unelectable. When did he realize that Advocate Nelson Chamisa is now electable? When he knew that CCC in a potential. Because when it was formed, it announced, look at what happened by Twitter, look at what happened by Facebook, by YouTube, everywhere, by background, WhatsApp. People were very happy and jubilant. And Jonathan Moyo said, Dasara, let me rush to make a tweet. He rushed to make a tweet. And what did he say later? When he realized that is now, he's now attacking Advocate Nelson Chamisa. So, you know what? If you have a girlfriend right now, and your girlfriend always threatened to expose you or to expose some information on you, so as to keep your loyalty, that girlfriend is not good for you. Walk away from that girlfriend. And if you have a friend who does the same, who blackmail you to do whatever he wants, walk away from that friend. It's better for you to suffer blackmail once than to continue suffering from blackmail each and every day, each and every year. You cannot continue to suffer like that. As you can see right on the screen, Hansi, a rally is in the structure, what. If you are close to Nelson Chamisa as you claim, look at what is on the screen. If I am close to Advocate Nelson Chamisa, if I speak to Advocate Nelson Chamisa every day, I don't need to go to Twitter. I go to Nelson Chamisa directly. I call him Chamisa Shamari, ABCD. The fact that he is coming to Twitter to tell us about whatever advice about our Advocate Nelson Chamisa, the fact is that he understands very well that they don't have a close relationship. Unotiudza zvokuti hanzi Chamisa aenda kunana Dombo Shawa achienda nana Edmund Kudzai vachienda vachinoita minamato vachienda vachinoita, so what? Shamari kune vanhu vari kutotsanyira nyika ino. Vandotoziva vamwe vanotori kana nema 30 days vachitsanyira nyika ino. People who have been praying for this country for a very long time, they don't publicize it. It's because it's none of our business. It's none of your business. They are doing it for their nation. They expect nothing. I'm doing my live programs. I'm saying people register to vote. And this could have anything from Advocate Nelson Chamisa. What I need is a functional Zimbabwe. I don't need any post. I don't need any position. So ndikasaelect kwa mugovernment yavachamisa ndingazouya here ndichiti ndakanga ndiri pamberi, tarisaione ndaita malive ndichiti chipamberi nechange ike zvino mahwina maakundikanganwa. I will not do that. That would be foolish for me to do that. Why? I'm not doing this for the sake of positions. I'm doing this for the sake of a better Zimbabwe, a better future for my children. I want equality. We want to change the status quo. So the only thing which will make us to speak against Advocate Nelson Chamisa, hunge vakurasika vakutadza kutungamirira nyika, vakuendesa nyika kumawere, ndo patinozoya toti aiwa mukuru, asi izvo zvatakakambenera. But right now, there is nothing wrong he has done. Actually, he is the best performing politician right now in the nation of Zimbabwe. He's the best performing politician. So Jonathan Moyo, if he is serious, my challenge to Jonathan Moyo and everybody who feel that you are being disrespected. Uyai kumusha uende kucholocho unotanga kukambena izvezvi. I challenge Jonathan Moyo. I challenge everybody who is against what is happening to come and upper ground. Unotiratidza kuti arume zvinhu zvandikutaura zvinoitwa so. If I advise CCC, vakasatora advice yangu, ndoenda paground, ndonoradza varume. This is how it is done. Vakaona zvichishanda, they will adopt that idea. You don't just go and adopt my ideas. Ausuruzwa ati ari kubva kupi asina umbotestwa. Akatestwa kupi my ideas enyu ana Jonathan Moyo. You have been there. Jonathan Moyo ane history. Yeutete certain point. Akatiza nema photos. Ana ndamaningi stole. Jonathan Moyo akatiza nemafotos akaenda kuAmerica. Mafotos ana ndamaningi stole. Yes, he did that. So what stops Jonathan Moyo to run away in 2023 or to publish critical information in 2023? The reason why he is angry, the reason why they are communicating through Twitter is because vachamisa vakavhara ma-communication line avo nevanhu vari kutengesa struggle. Vari kuda kuminimiza vanhu vari kuziva strategy for the sake of accountability kuti vakashena vabiti navan'ube. Kana pakaita information inolika, vanobvunza nhai vabiti navan'ube. Ndiudzei kuti akalikisa information ndiani. Yes, he can do that. If you share information with few people, it's easy to manage them. So this is a struggle, a very complicated struggle. We are dealing with a very complicated tyranny. Umwe munhu ndo paano achiti hey chakazo ada kuudzwa every move. Anda kuudzwa sani. Jonathan Moyo is not God. So I don't want to take it much longer. Joshua Chiwariro, thank you very much. Tinotenda Tisbanda, thank you very much. Jonathan Moyo has finished a dead donkey. Dzangove naro hadzo. I agree with you. Tinashe maponga. Jonathan Moyo ngasiyane na Chamisa. Please musiyei akakutadzirei Chamisa. Ekudzi zvikanzi all ZANU and former ZANU cannot be trusted. During Mugabe, they were all quiet till old men could not walk. They claim to know everything. Instead of removing ZANU, they want to help opposition. Yes, if you know everything, enda umbonomubvisa Mnangagwa. Uya kuZimbabwe uzviite zvauri kutaura iwo. Tabeth Mdara zvikanzi Jonso used to be Mugabe's think tank, so you want to continue being a think tank. As one ages, the brains also get tired. Jonso is no longer that intelligent. Yes, dementia now. Okay. Zvikanzi he is a serpent. Joy Mugwambi, thank you very much. Tinashe maponga zvikanzi takakutererai baba murutaura kuti makurachuwa tazviona. Okay, thank you very much. Jonathan Moyo. Hanzichi Jonathan Moyo ane muromo wakareba, ngaatisire president wedu, ngaataure kwaakaisa mara and the men on the forefront nenyaya dzadzamara. Yes, Salvation Tambara, we've raised a very important issue. This issue ini ndikaifunga inondirwadza because pandinonzi dead every time nemwana wangu. Every time mwana wangu paanonditi dead, the issue of Itai Dzamara came to my mind. Why? Itai Dzamara went missing on 9 March 2015. Makuseni. So you can actually see that pains me to an extent where mwana wangu akanditi daddy, I ask myself, ko wadzamara ari kuti daddy kunani? Vana vamwe pavanoenda kumakuva ana baba vavo vachinoisa maruva. The question is, ko vadzamara vari kunoisa maruva paguva rani? Havasi kuziva kuti baba vavo vari kupi. And umwe munhu anonzi Jonathan Moyo came out publicly achitaura nyobo about the disappearance of Itai Dzamara. This is a man who blasted the opposition activists for speaking about the disappearance of Itai Dzamara. And this is a man who is trying to coach us and to tell us how to run things and how to do things at this moment. So basically, I don't believe that any reasonable person would want to associate himself with Jonathan Moyo. I don't think Jonathan Moyo is a proper candidate to advise. Actually, zviripo kunana Jonathan Moyo is like zvazvinoita ndezvokuti kana wanga wakaenda kuchipfambi ukasiya murume kana kuti ukasiya mukadzi, when you get back in their lives and they accept you for the sake yekuti muchengete vana muri pamwe chete, havana kuti uchiuya uite baba utange kubhonga bhonga. Vati uchiuya vana vakure vachingokuonawo kuti ndiwe baba vavo. That is the agreement nemunhu akaita saJonathan Moyo. These are the people we are saying, kana mauya varumeka, you are just coming kuti vanhu vangoonawo kuti murimowo the fight for democracy, but not to give anything meaningful and to contribute anything to the people of Zimbabwe. Jonathan Moyo is not a candidate, a proper candidate to actually come and dictate how things should be run and how things should be done. Jonathan Moyo does not qualify. He doesn't. He is a man aitaura zvinhu zvetsvina on social media, on Twitter, achitukirira vanhu. Jonathan Moyo. He is a man wekuti akatanga kukunyomba so. Wega you would see kuti vakomana pano paitwa zvekunyombwa munhu. Munhu ainyomba vanamogenzvangirai to the extremes. Jonathan Moyo. And at this juncture, he is actually saying kuna President Jonso Chamisa, whatever my supporters enyu zvaataura, they are speaking on your behalf. And the question is, iwewe Jonathan Moyo uruda kurwisanisa vanhu here? Do you want us to fight every day Advocate Jonso Chamisa? Because the moment Advocate Jonso Chamisa will come and blast his supporters, what is going to happen is that people are going to attack him. There is a group and a cabal of people which is ready to attack. Kana akangotaura chete Jonso auto attack. Yes. So vanhu chavari kuda, Jonathan Moyo chaari kuda, is his mandate is to make sure that he divides the opposition, he divides the CCC people. Because we will be divided. President Jonso Chamisa vanouya vachinangani nemawandiro akaita vanhu paTwitter, and umwe nomwe ari kutaura zvaanoda nehendo yake. Vanonangani. Because ukananga inini, ndichati kwenini president mazondinanga inini manditageterei. Ukananga John achati ini say mananga inini. Because this here Jonathan Moyo acknowledged himself. Kuti handichavakwanisa vanhu ava vakawandisa, I can't respond to them. Vawandisa, they are coming in their thousands. So President Jonso Chamisa vanonangani out of thousands of people who are coming after Jonathan Moyo. Vanotanganani. Vanonangani. That is the issue. So right now you can actually see that this is a bitter man. This is just a man who is bitter. A man who thought that he would get a VP post. A man who thinks that he is better than Welshman Nube. Is better than a lot of comrades to represent the people of Matebeleland. And he's a man who thinks that he knows everything. We don't know everything, Varume. This is the reason why I always say, kana une zvaunofungidzira kuti unoziva, kana zvaunoda kutaura, come on this platform, you are free. Why do I say so? It's because I don't know everything. So you need vamwe vanhu kuti vauye. This is the reason why we open my comment section. so that we hear views evamwe vanhu. Patarasika utodzorana handimuzvona. It's a matter of having a conversation, not kuti umwe munhu anouya achida kudirecta kuti zvinhu ngazvifambe so, zvinhu ngazvifambe so. So Team Zimbabwe, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. Ngatingo like, please like, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that every time we go live, you don't miss out that very important issue. So tonight we have a story, or not a story per se. We need to cover an issue here, PVO bill, at 9 p.m. So come at 9 p.m. Let's talk about the PVO bill. So turn on the notification bell so that patinoya kuzoita that issue here, PVO bill, you'll be able to join it live. If you need to make my contributions regarding that bill, I will put a link in the description box so that you'll be able to join. Tinotenda Tisbanda, Hansi, thank you very much. Thank you very much as well, Tinotenda, for coming. Thank you very much for tuning. Without you, we are nothing. We come here to broadcast because you always come to listen. So thank you very much for coming. This was Jonathan Moyo's issue, and I hope that we have addressed the issue, we have responded to him, because these are the things we don't expect the leaders to be addressing or to be responding to. This is our duty, this is our mandate, to respond to shadow people like Jonathan Moyo, scandalous people like Jonathan Moyo. Their duty is to make sure that they blackmail you and they can't be trusted with anything. So let's meet at 9 p.m. to talk about the PVO bill. So be prepared to ask my questions. If you go pa Play Store, go and download Yakanzi Parliament of Zimbabwe. If you download the application Parliament of Zimbabwe, you can actually access the bills through that ningiyo inengene everything is updated. Answered everything, every parliamentary activity updated inenge iripo. So go and upload, download Yakanzi Parliament. I think Yakanzi Parliament business. Then you will be able to see whatever is happening in Parliament. But discuss we are discussing iwewe uri in possession of something chatineti chitaura nezvacho, so that our information inenge iri tineti chienderana, tineti chitaurana kuti ngatiende pakati tinovhura pakati, ngatiende pakati tinovhura pakati. You will be having the actual information or the source of the information we are going to use at 9 p.m. So we are in a wonder when you please kana tatanga live tinokumbira mushare link kuvanhu vakawanda so that they come and we discuss that PVO bill because it affects us. Zvarichaita nezvokuti we will see ma NGOs achibhanwa, we will see mana Zimbabwe human rights lawyers achibhanwa. These are the critical organizations we have, Zimbabwe lawyers, doctors for human rights. These are the human rights bodies which might be banned. And kana akabanwa tisu tinosafa. So it is your responsibility to make sure that patino we are live. Please share. So I would try to be broadcasting both on YouTube and on Facebook. I would try to do that so that cover a lot of people will get whatever. So it is your responsibility to share kana tingeta kudaro. So thank you very much. Ngatingo like to subscribe to ring a notification bell so that you don't miss out but tingeta in the live. Signing out, my name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. A lot of people have been asking, my name is Ronald Wekwamakusha. We do this almost each and every day. I reduced my working hours from 8 to around 4 because I used it to work between 8 and 12 hours. But right now I chose to work for 4 hours so that I dedicate more time and so forth. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support.